And on the news today, we will continue to raise that question about justice. Mumbai hit and run. Is this another bid to derail justice? Will the delay in the arrest now weaken the evidence? Do India's rich simply get away easily every time there is a hit and run? Joining me now, Jaywant Wadkar, uncle of the deceased. I'll also be joined by Shailesh Gandhi, who was former Information Commissioner, Rizwan Siddiqui, criminal lawyer, and Krishna Hegde, spokesperson Shiv Sena, and PK Jain, former ADGP Maharashtra. But I want to first come to you, Wadkar ji. आप मुझे बताइए, आज अरेस्ट हुआ है मिहिर शाह, क्या आपको लगता है अब आपको न्याय मिलेगा या आपको लगता है मिली भगत है, 3 दिन से पुलिस को नहीं मिल रहा था, अब जबकि एविडेंस कमजोर हो चुका, कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कमजोर हो चुका है, तब वो फरार जो है वो अब जनता के सामने आ जाता है?
राजदीप जी, मुझे तो लगता है कि इसमें जरूर कुछ साजिश थी। जैसे मुझे सवेरे मालूम पड़ गया तो आई एम वेरी मच टच टू द माय पुलिस, एवरीबडी बीइंग अ एक्टर, so everybody knows me very well, all the politicians also, we are doing so many films with them. So मुझे क्या लगता है कि मैंने फोन जब किया तो मेरे एक कलीग है जो पुलिस में है, उन्होंने कहा कि अरे वो तो बैचमेंट है वहां पे मेरा, his name is काटकर, is a senior PI on that police station. So I called him, he didn't pick up the phone. या फोन नहीं उठाया उन्होंने, तो मैंने उसको वापस किया, मेरे दोस्त को, सदानंद को, कि बाबा यार वो फोन नहीं उठा, तो उन्होंने वापस उनको फोन किया, तो उन्होंने कहा कि उनके सामने एडिशनल सीपी एंड डीसीपी वाज सिटिंग। सी एवरी अर्ली मॉर्निंग 7:30 इस टाइम पे अगर एडिशनल सीपी एंड डीसीपी आके बैठ जाते हैं तो मुझे उसी वक्त लगा कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम है इसी में, कुछ तो ये हाई प्रोफाइल केस है। फिर सब बातें शुरू हुई, फिर सब मालूम पड़ा। देखो आपके पास
you are telling me that there was an attempt made to try and protect the person? क्या आपको लगता है protection? Do you think he was being protected? Mihir Shah was being protected?
Yes, वो प्रोटेक्शन उनको दिया गया। पूरा इनके पास सब सीसीटीवी फुटेज है। ऑल बार में बैठे थे, जू के बार में 18,000 बिल दिखता है, फिर गाड़ी के पीछे नंबर प्लेट निकाल के रखी हुई है, फिर जो उनके निशान जो है पॉलिटिकली वो निशान वाइप अप करने की कोशिश की गई है। ये सब किसने किया ये सब आपको मालूम है। फिर वो घर पे गया, उसके गर्लफ्रेंड के घर पे, वहां पे सोया, फिर वो मॉर्निंग को निकला मॉर्निंग ड्राइविंग के लिए। ये सब चीजें आपके पास है, तो वो उसे वो क्यों नहीं मिला? इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन टू मुझे।
You think the police knew where he was? The family,
क्यों नहीं मिला?
फैमिली को लगता है कि पुलिस जानती थी वो कहां था।
ऑफ कोर्स ये सब चीजें देखने के बावजूद अपने को ऐसे ही लगेगा कि इनको सब कुछ पता था। देखो, एक हम लोग जब गाड़ी चलाते हैं तो एक डॉग आता है या चूहा आता है तो भी हम लोग ऐसे हड़बड़ाते हैं। अगर इस बंदे ने सामने लेडी पड़ी हुई है और उसका हस्बैंड बोल रहा है थाम थाम थाम, रुको रुको रुको, फिर भी वो कुचलते हुए गाड़ी लेके भागते निकल जाता है। मेरा जो उसका हस्बैंड है वो पीछे से टैक्सी लेके भागा उसके पीछे पीछे पीछे, और बाद में मालूम पड़ा कि शी इज लाइंग ऑन द रोड, उसको बाजू निकाल के। फिर बाद में अभी ये एवरीथिंग इज जो आपने पहले भी बताया कि उसको पीछे सीट चेंज की, पीछे लिया गाड़ी, तो उसकी शरीर पे से लेके गए। ये सब कुछ है आपके पास, तो वो क्यों नहीं मिला? वो ऑटो में ऑटो लिया, क्या लिया पता नहीं।
I'm going to stop you there. You've given us what is the feeling of the family. They feel this is a conspiracy. एक साजिश है। I appreciate you joining me. I want to take what you have just said to my other guests now, and they must answer this question. Krishna Hegde, you are spokesperson of Shinde Sena. How do you explain what has happened? The general belief in Mumbai is Krishna Hegde, that your government has been protecting Mihir Shah for 72 hours so that the evidence against him weakens.
Rajdeep, there is no question of protecting Mihir Shah. The Chief Minister asked for a lookout circular against him, and he was nabbed within 2.5 days. Not only that,
Are
18
you
people
telling me
have
they
been
didn't know
detained.
where he
His
was
father
for
was
2.5
arrested.
days? Are you telling me they had no clue where he was for 2.5 days? The family has been arrested. Surely they were protecting him. His father is a prominent leader of your party. He was the head of your Palgad unit. You are telling
No,
me
in
that they
fact,
didn't know where he
in
was?
fact,
What
no,
kind
no,
of
his
rubbish
father.
is that?
No, no, Rajdeep, his father is a local leader from Palghar, but in spite of that, we have not protected anybody. The law is equal to all. That is what Eknath Shinde ji has said. And I must tell you that there is no justification for what Mihir has done. And whatever he has done, he should pay the highest price for it. And that is evident.
Okay.
Not only that, his father has been arrested, his mother has been arrested, his sister has been detained. 18 people more have been called for questioning, including his partner. And the government is sincere on this, like in the Pune Porsche case as well. The government did left no turns unturned. They
Only
had
after
arrested
media
the youth,
pressure,
they
Mr.
arrested the
Hegde,
father,
even
they
in Pune,
arrested the
sir, with due,
grandfather, they
okay,
arrested the doctors,
sir, with
they
due
arrested
regard,
everybody.
yes, in due regard, in the Pune case, it was only after sustained media pressure that the government woke up. PK Jain, former ADGP Maharashtra, you tell me, should the police be asked the troubling questions or not? You heard Mr. Wadkar saying senior officials were in that police station.
See, Rajdeep, after the Pune case, such cases where the children from high-fly families are involved, it becomes immediately the center of media attention. So the moment this accident took place, and it was, see, in Pune, they made the mistake of not informing, deliberately not informing the control room. In Mumbai case, it was immediately informed to the control room, and it was a serious case. The lady was dragged for about 2 kilometers, and then whatever footage they subsequently retrieved out of it. So it was a serious case. It was going to invite a lot of media attention. So that's why the additional CP and DCP were there. I would not agree with Mr. Wadkar saying that they had come only to suppress the evidence. That is not the intention in this case. Arrest, yes, it took time. The father was taken into custody. It was the court which bailed him out, and the driver was taken. He was arrested. His arrest has been extended further. The mother and sisters have been taken into custody. I think the police are leaving no stone unturned to bring the accused to book. Now he has been arrested. He has not yet been arrested. Till this evening, the formalities were going on. He will be arrested, produced before the court tomorrow. My only concern in this matter is that it is section 105 which has been applied in this case. Till the time, Rajdeep, it was a case of hit and run and dragging the lady along. It could have, probably one could have said that it was a case of hit and run which was not reported and they dragged the lady along. But the CCTV footage which has now come to light, where the driver exchanged seat and then they reversed the car and again drove over the lady, it becomes a clear-cut case of murder to my mind. Till that time, the intention may not be clear. Now, the driver was the one who drove the vehicle over the lady, but the main accused was there.
Sir,
1
minute, Mr. Jain, Mr. Jain, that is the problem. The fact is that Mihir Shah was driving the car, then he gets the driver to switch, and now the CCTV footage will suggest as if the driver ran her over, when the truth is the car was originally being driven by Mihir Shah. And we've seen this in the past. There was a case a decade ago involving a top industrialist's son. Everyone in Mumbai knows how he was protected. That's the truth of the matter. People get away.
In this case, Mihir Shah cannot get away, as I said.
So why is section 105 against him? It's criminal.
No, it should be one.
It should
in
be
my
a murder.
opinion, if you ask me honestly, Rajdeep, it says section 103 should have been applied after, especially, the CCTV footage came to light. As I said, he was aware, because 2 kilometers is a long distance, and there were so many bumps, there were so many speed breakers en route, there were turns and twists. And yet he kept on dragging this lady for 2 kilometers.
Unacceptable, Mr. Jain. Hold on. Unacceptable is what imagine. Just think of it. I hope the viewers are waking up to the reality. This man has dragged a woman, an innocent woman, for 2 kilometers, and we are told section 105, criminal not amounting to murder has been homicide. Not amounting to murder is charged. Not 103 murder. Rizwan Siddiqui. Is the law in this case going to be used to protect this man by not putting 103, only putting 105? And the fact he's arrested after 3 days, after which all the alcohol content also may not be in his body anymore.
See, it's a very straight case if you ask me. No matter whatever happened, even if the guy disappeared for 2.5 days, and even if the content of alcohol in the body may have been diluted by so far, it will not change the facts of the matter. The CCTV footage submitted evidently shows that it is a case of murder. And Section 10, I completely agree with Mr. Jain. It's a straight case of murder, and even if the police have not applied, does not mean that the trial court will not apply it. The trial court will apply it, and it is at the discretion of the court. They can add and they can even remove sections.
Will he get bail? Will he get bail, Rizwan, pretty easily?
I do not think that this is a case fit for granting bail, because influential people are involved. They will definitely tamper with evidence. They will definitely destroy evidence. They may do things which may not be in the interest of justice. And especially because this is again a high-profile case. So no judge. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I've got a bad throat. No judge will take that chance of granting a bail to a person, and especially if a case is, being driven meaning it's publicly debated over the. So I think the media is doing a fantastic job of, taking up such kind of cases, and this is really good, because when such kind of cases are debated, so this puts a lot of pressure even on the judiciary, because sometimes in the judiciary also, though the facts of the matter do not merit or do not warrant bail, but bails are granted. I mean, you may have seen...
Rizwan, that is precisely the problem. Why should it require the media pressure? There is the law of the country, and Shailesh Gandhi, this is the problem. As Rizwan says, media is doing a wonderful job. Media is only doing its job. Whether it's wonderful or not, we don't know. The fact is, what job is the police doing? What job are the courts doing? And what job are the political classes doing? Will the son of a powerful Papa mujhe bachao, they will say tomorrow.
90% this man will go free. It is unlikely that he will actually be convicted in a proper case and have to go to imprisonment for that.
No, why do you say that? No, are we being excessively cynical? Are we being excessively cynical when you say he will get away?
No, Rajiv, let me point out, India ranks number 79 in the world in terms of rule of law index, which is a very poor score. And a lot of problem lies with the fact that cases take innumerable years. In our courts, we have a system which says that we have a justice system, but it does not do justice really. In many countries, 90% of the cases or even more are settled in less than 1 year. In our country, it takes years. 45% of the cases take over 3 years, 3 years to 30 years, 40 years. We do not have a system whereby we can bring people to account and do something about it. And part of the blame, I think, lies with citizens and the media. The media talks of these incidents. So at that time, something is done. Ultimately, what happens in the case is not known. And cases
so the media also has its limits. It cannot be 365 days tracking every case. But I take your point.
No, Rajiv.
No, what do you want the media to do? What more can the media do?
Let me make a small suggestion. If each media channel were to decide to take up 10 cases and pursue over every 3 months, 6 months, it would make a difference. It would bring pressure. Otherwise, we just debate this endlessly, forget about it.
Okay.
Wait for the accident, wait for the next VIP syndrome. The rich and powerful can get away with murder literally in our country.
I take your point. Rizwan Siddiqui, the audience will want to know how long will this case, in your view, given past cases, how long will it take before it reaches anywhere close to a trial?
See, these kind of cases are normally driven by the public prosecutor, and that is the unfortunate, state of affairs, and this is how the system and the law works. Am I audible?
Yeah.
So the unfortunate part is that these kind of cases will be argued by the public prosecutors, but nonetheless, every aggrieved party has the right of representation through a private lawyer who will be called a watchdog lawyer. So if you have a smart watchdog lawyer who can look into the proceedings on day-to-day basis, will file applications, will even file a writ of mandamus, for example. I'm talking about a very simple, very simple writ.
Right.
File a writ of mandamus for expediting the whole process and get an order from the High Court that the whole trial has to be completed in 3 years' time. And since this is a case which needs to be, this is a case which needs to be heard, which needs to be shown to the general public. So such kind of cases, if you move before the High Court under a writ of mandamus asking for a speedy trial, I'm 100% sure that such kind of cases can be wrapped up in 2 to 3 years' time.
2 to 3 years. So you're saying wrapped up in 2 to 3 years' time. Krishna Hegde, I'll come to you, Mr. Vadkar, in a moment, but Krishna, for a final word, but Krishna Hegde, there is an election in Maharashtra in October. I hope you know Mumbai is watching. You see, fortunately, politicians wake up only on the eve of elections. Will that force you? Suddenly the chief minister has realized the chickens have come home to roost. First Pune, now here, Mr. Fadnavis and Mr. Shinde need to wake up. Mumbai is watching you.
Rajdeep, you're right. Mumbai is watching and the entire India is watching. Let me tell you, everyone is equal before the law. And that is what exactly our Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde said. And whether the person is from our party or not, and if his son is guilty, he will be tried in the proper forum, and whatever punishment he deserves, he will get. Secondly, let me tell you that there needs to be an amendment in the Drunk and Drive, Act, because for decades now people have been, using this lacuna in this section and getting away scot-free. So also there is a suggestion which I wanted to make through your medium, and I think the police has done a good job in tracking him down in 2.5 days, and I think they should take the case to the logical conclusion.
Okay, where
I have something to say in this.
Sir, very quickly, sir, very quickly, I want Mr. Vadkar to have a final word. Vadkar ji, आपने सबकी बात सुनी, you heard everybody. थोड़ा विश्वास बढ़ा है या you think कि ये सब बोलने के लिए ठीक है, law is equal to all. According to Mr. Hegde, law is equal to all. Shinde Sarkar will take full action. Do you trust them? कोई विश्वास है?
आई होप सो कि विश्वास तो रखना पड़ेगा। और राजदीप जी, एक चीज हम लोग मिस कर रहे हैं कि जो मोटर व्हीकल एक्ट है ना, उसको चेंज करना चाहिए। उसमें जो 15,000 5,000 रुपया दे के आपको बेल भी होती है, वो कहीं तो भी रुकना चाहिए। वो एक्ट अगर चेंज हो जाएगा तो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा। दैट एक्ट शुड बी चेंज्ड इमीडिएटली। मैं 2 दिन से लगातार बोल रहा हूं।
I know, I just want to say this. India has reached a record. I want all our viewers to listen to this carefully. India has reached a record high number of road crash fatalities in 2022. 1.68 lakh deaths, equivalent to 462 deaths per day, or 1 every 3 minutes. India had claimed we would halve the number of deaths by 2030. What has instead happened by 2030? What has happened? Number of road deaths have increased. You need to take swift action. It has to be exemplary. We want justice in this case done, and we will continue to track this case. That's my assurance to you, Mr. Gandhi. Whether what happened in Pune with the Porsche, or whether how Kaveri was killed and dragged for 2 kilometers, we will not rest till we find that these cases reach their logical conclusion. I hope the likes of Rizwan Siddiqui will continue to also update us on what happens in such matters. I appreciate my guests joining me here on our top talking point tonight.